Hi, hi team. Good morning, Pranati. Myself Banu Prasad Gollapudi. Today I would like to speak few words about our midterm assessment regarding like what I did for the from the last three assignments onwards. So here I choose e-commerce data analysis. Here mainly I would like to analyze the transitional data among different countries. Here totally 8 countries are there, like that is UK based countries. So there we have different stores selling different products. So I would like to analyze the transitional data among different countries with 2 days range. Like that is here they gave the data between 2 days. So I would like to analyze those data. Okay. So the main agenda for me in this explanation is to give us like introduction about the data sheet, what I explained, and what is the data set deals with, and what I did for data cleaning. Like it is a raw data format. So what I did for the cleaning purposes, and what are the goals, like if the given data set, what I did, what are the main goals, what are the main achievements for me to analyze the data, how it is be useful for the end user from the customer perspective view, how he can utilize the data easily. That is my main goal. And what are the tools and functionalities I use for the data analysis and visualization purpose. And the result and visualization, like what are the results is there, what are the results I get, and what are the different tools I use for the visualization purposes. And finally, conclusion, like what I learned from this from the past three assignments onwards, what are the knowledge I acquired from these assignments. So I would like to explain in this one. So coming to introduction part, here I took e-commerce data analysis. In this data sheet, here we have a transitional data among 8 countries with the frequency of the 2 days. So in the transitional data, here we have a different products, like different products with the same invoice IDs and the same names with different prices, and it is purchased by the different customers with the frequency of 2 days. So how we can achieve and how we can give the good results for the for the owner who owns the different stores. So I would like to explain that one. So coming to the data set, I choose the data from the Kaggle, and here we have I provided the link and also the Kaggle one. And here the dataset contains totally 6,573 rows. And we have the different attributes, like totally 8 attributes are there. There are invoice number and stock ID, description, quantity, invoice date, and unit price, and customer ID and country. So coming to the invoice number is useful uh, for the every product. We have a certain invoice number. Like we can choose for the code for the particular product, and the stock code is also be the for the particular product we have a stock code, and description of the product, like name of the product, and quantity, how much they sold, and invoice date, in which date they sold the product and buy the product, and unit price for the single product, what is the price was, and customer id is the unique number. Here customer id and invoice number and stock code is the unique number. And country, in which country, I like as previously I told you that we have a data for among the 8 different countries. So different countries we have. Okay. So before going stepping into our actual understanding, first I did the data cleaning. Data cleaning is the which is the crucial step for analyzing the data, for doing any kind of the data for data sets. So here what I did for the my data table is that first of all I found that there is a zero item unit prices. So I removed the zero unit prices, and also we have a customer IDs. So some of the rows are with empty customer IDs. So I removed the rows, and also I removed the negative quantity items. Because like we have cancelled items are there. For the cancelled items, the quantities are showing the negative. So I removed the quantities. I mean like negative items also. And also here the data provided is like unordered form and unsorted form. So I sorted the data based on the country alphabetical order from A to Z. And also non-integer. Some of the stock code items have non-integer parts, and they provided with cancel items is that they preceded with the C item. So I removed that one also. And also I added a ID as a primary key for the clean data sheet. And here I added one extra column for all the table, that is ID. I using this for primary key process. And also I added for customer category for total based amount. Like for example, I based one value and I create below that one I categorize the customers, and above this one I categorize the customers. So I added one customer category properties for my based on my total amount. So here the tools and functions I used for the data analysis is Microsoft Excel I used for the data analysis process. And here the functionalities I use for doing all these assignments and I learned is like what I functions I used is that max function and minimum min function and index function, match function, VLOOKUP and SUMIF, range, pivot charts and pivot tables, and descriptive analysis using add-in methodology and removing the duplicates. How I remove the duplicates. These all are functions I use to pretending the data analysis and visualization purposes. So clearly I'll explain the in further steps, I'll explain the each and every functionality clearly. So going forward, I'll explain that clearly. So in the first assignment, I calculate the maximum purchase amount. In the overall 8 countries using the max function, I calculated the maximum purchased amount among all 8 countries, which customer bought the highest purchased amount is this one, and also minimum purchased amount, which customer like purchased the minimum amount purchased. And here index function I calculated by using I provided one stock code and I found the index like which index it is related to. So that I found it using the index value. And also match function, highest money spent on the item, like which is the highest money spent on the which item I found by using the match function. And we know that the total purchase and unit price of the particular item we can found by using the VLOOKUP function. And also total transition of a customer I found using the SUMIF function. And also quantity and range. And here coming to the SUMIF function, you can find in my Excel sheet also. Here I am unable to paste the whole data. So you can found in my Excel sheet the SUMIF example. And also quantity range, like we can find the range between the quantity of my given products, you can found it. Okay. And coming to the second assignment, what is the total purchase amount for the customer in all countries? Here I used the pivot tables and I categorized the tables by using the customer IDs, and based on the customer IDs, the total purchased amount for all the customers among like how much that if for example, if the customer is there, he owned all the stores in 8 countries. So he would like to see like what is in for particular day, the total amount sold how much in all countries would like to see here by using the grand total. We can see here the grand total method, and also total purchase amount for the individual countries. Okay, for example, if he wants to see the individual purchase amount in the individual countries, he can he can find in the using the pivot tables only. And also here I draw the private charts for the individual countries. And also here I explain the total number of sales, like how much the total number of sales in 8 countries. I explained using the pivot tables. And also here I can filter the data based on the stock IDs and countries, and the date we can filter by using the pivot tables and pivot charts. So I did for it using the pivot tables. You can observe in my Excel sheets. So these are the customer data. And here retailers can compare the same price of the, like, yeah, here my main goal by you explain this goal is that we have a different products are there. We can compare the same product, how the price is varying between the different countries. So we can compare the price items with the different countries. Also we can compare the price of the same item. So here I categorize the products based on the stock IDs and the description, and we can see the price of the different products in different countries. So these are the things. So here the visualization process, we can observe that the country wise, here the chart describes the sum of the quantity and the sum of the total amount of an item. See, for example, in the Norway, the orange part explains the sum of the quantity, the total number of quantity per is sold, and the total the blue line explains the total amount of an item, particular item. So we can see that like different 8 countries, and what is the sum of quantity they purchased, and what is the total amount they can, like, they sold on the different among 8 countries in different times. We can observe that one. And also the customer sales information, sum of quantity in the green orange, like we can say that the customer sales information also we can found that one, like customer sales, like here if you observe that the customer um and also pivot of the unit price data. So particular unit price data, we can find the unit price data also, we can see that one. Here as we explained previously, you can see the unit price of the particular customer among the different countries. We can observe here. And the customer transition, in the customer transition based on the country and the invoice that we can categorize the customers and their transitions and the bills, and the total amount of the purchased amount we can found in here in the customer transition tables. And also here we can find the unit price of the data table. For example, in the Germany, the small floating scissors, like what is the price of that particular item. And in the Norway, we can, like here I categorized the invoice ID, and by country what is the amount of the particular product. We can see here, like here from the unit price data table, we can compare the different products and what is the price of a different products. We can see that one. In the customer transition table, from the different countries, how much amount of sales he done, like how much amount of total amount he purchased, we can compare this one. And here the data model. Data model here for data model, I create a data model based on the customer category. As I told previously, if the purchased amount is this much, I categorize a grade A customer. The purchased amount is less than X, like I purchased this is a grade B and grade C customers. Invoice done like day of the week and of the invoice that, like here we can purchase the which date, like by using the Excel formula. Like I found the Thursday, how much amount he invoice done, Friday grand total, like Friday how much invoice, and like for example 4 candles, like Thursday how much they sold, and Friday how much they sold, that grand total, like in each day how much the total number of sales was happened on the particular product. We can calculate on this one. And also by using the descriptive analysis, I found the mean and standard error and mean value, and minimum maximum values also I found it. And here visualization purpose for the different products. We can see the visualization products on Thursday on different days. Like Thursday, what is the blue items? We describe the Thursday how much amount of the purchase was happened, and Friday orange color was independent on Friday. On each product, how much was the purchase was happened. So we can see the in the bar chart we can see the range of the particular product on third Thursday and Friday and different dates we can see that one. And also we have a filter that one in the filter column. We can observe that we can filter the on Thursday products only and Friday products only. And also the count of the quantity and like how much of the on Thursday, how much the quantity total quantity sold, and Friday how much the total quantity sold. We can explain by using the pie chart too. Okay, finally coming to the conclusion. Here, as a without any knowledge having the Excel, I did the three all assignments. I learned the how to calculate the min functionality, max functionality, and sum if functionality, how to analyze the data, and how we give proper and easy way of understanding the data by using the different visualization process and different analytical methods. I can give like clear picture of my user, because as a iOS developer, while I'm creating the POS application, so by using this product, I have a more knowledge how the customers will accepting, like why how they are accepting the all the information for me, how the product will design and all. So I can choose that one. And also the from the customer perspective of view, like they are how simplify all the information, how can the all the data we can simplify. These all are the information I can achieve, and also the goals I defined, I perfectly, and also I achieved this goal. So thank you, Pranati, for giving me this opportunity. And like literally with zero knowledge, I learned some knowledge. I learned from this three assignments. I learned Excel knowledge. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thanks, friends.